Good morning, everyone. We hope that you all are having a good start to your week and that you're staying warm still and staying safe. And we want to say to everyone, happy Laity Week. This is the week that we celebrate in our region that is Laity Week, when we say thank you. Thank you to all the members of our congregation, to our church that have reached out and served one another and served their community so diligently over the past year and continue to do so. So today we're taking a moment to say thank you. I want to read from Luke's gospel, a little word that I see, and Jason and I talked about. We see that our congregation takes this scripture seriously. So we wanted to read it for you today. Then Jesus said to them all, "If any want to become my followers, let them deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. If any want to become my followers, let them deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me." We wanted to take a few moments this morning just to say thank you to you. Thank you to everyone in our community who continues to serve and show God's love, to take up their cross and follow Christ daily. Thank you. We see that, and it is so important, and we wanted to reach out to you today to say thank you for the many ways you do that. And so we're going to take a few moments just to share with you ways that we see that. And I'm going to go ahead and start and get the ball rolling. But I see that on a weekly basis, we have several folks who have volunteered weekly, sometimes every week, sometimes several weeks in a row, to prepare meals for those in need. I want to say thank you to those who are preparing those meals every week for the residents of Cottondale and other members of our community who are receiving those meals. Thank you to those who are delivering those meals, sometimes on a weekly basis, sometimes a couple times a month. They're called in to help, and they're willing to help. We have several folks that are willing to do that, and I say thank you for that. We've had, on a monthly basis, several of you willing to go and sit with our homebound members, to take them a gift, to spend time with them, letting them know that they're not alone, letting them talk and listening to them and sharing moments with them. So we say thank you for reaching out to our homebound members that aren't able to get out as much and need that extra love and need to be known that they are cared about as well.
Lacey was peeking in. Lacey, are there things that you're thankful about people at our church for doing for you?
Mm-hmm.
What? Peek in. What are you thankful for?
My whole family.
Yeah. What about who at church are you thankful for? Some folks at church that help take care of you that you're thankful for?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus takes care of you. Yeah.
Who does your class on Sundays?
Who teaches you every Sunday?
Miss Meeks.
On Sunday.
Miss Jessie.
Yeah, Miss Jessie. We're really thankful for all of our teachers.
Yeah.
And people teach in lots of different ways. Sometimes on Sunday mornings, and sometimes on Wednesday evenings. And
I'm also thankful for Baba because he's sick.
Yeah, Bubba's been sick, so you're thankful for Bubba.
And we've been praying for Bubba.
Yeah.
And we're thankful
friends.
For all of our friends at church who look after one another and pray for one another and remember one another.
And I'm thankful for Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Santa and Mrs. Claus,
right,
who came and talked at our church and brought the special message of their ministry that some of our members are participating in.
I'm thankful for those that have gone and participated in our food pantry, who have helped serve food to those in our community who are in need. Some that go regularly, some that go when our church serves. We are so thankful for you. We're so thankful for those that take moments to write notes to people in our congregation and to the community and people who are grieving. There are several of you who have taken time to write notes to folks, and that is so meaningful. We are thankful for folks that have made phone calls to one another, made phone calls to make sure that everyone is okay, to see what they can do, or just to touch base, and how important a phone call is so important. So important.
I think it's sometimes overlooked, but one special thing that folks do in a church is reach out to folks in the community. And one of the things that I know, because of what I hear out in our Dunn and Harnett County community, is that our church is more and more known for being a place of welcome and healing. I think about the past couple of years, and so many of the people who have become a part of our congregation have been through a really rough and difficult and sometimes painful church experience, where they maybe haven't been going for a while. Something has just really pained them about the way people have treated them at a previous place. And that seems to just be a common thing for so many of us. Joni and I have been through that ourselves. And so I'm grateful. I'm so grateful and thankful for the ways that the members of Hood Memorial Christian Church and our attenders and the family and friends of our church reach out in welcome, in love and care, and holding folks through their pain, and trying to create space that is different from what that painful experience has been for folks in the past. And I think it's such an important ministry that our church is a part of. And so we're grateful for holding the space, for standing in the gap for people that have been through difficult situations, for walking, for holding people in the light, as we like to say in our congregation, lighting candles for one another, for holding space that is sometimes challenging for us to hold. We are a congregation that believes that we're not all going to agree on everything, but we don't force you to ascribe to us, particular positions on everything, but rather we're here to support you in growing and deepening your faith and your walk with God, and bringing to light what God would have you see and understand and hold fast to. And we know that we're going to have some differences and some divergent places with that, but we hold space for one another, recognizing that we each come from unique families and situations and places. And so I'm grateful that we have a church where we have so many different people with so many different ideas, and who come from so many different places, and yet we stay together.
I think connected to that is I'm thankful for the many ways you share your stories. I'm thankful for the many ways, because we haven't had a lot of formal educational pieces because of COVID and not being able to gather together. Our children have done that, and we're thankful for the children's teachers and those that spend the time with them, Miss Jessie. And but I have learned so much, and I know we've learned so much from each other by hearing one another's stories. Several of you have shared stories or taught me through something you've experienced, and I'm so thankful for the way you continue to share your stories with one another. That's how we grow closer to God. That's how we, one of the ways that we kind of deny that story is just for ourselves. We need to get it out so that others can learn from it as well. And so I'm thankful that you're allowing God to move through you by sharing your stories with one another and with us as well, and with the children of our congregation, with the young people of our congregation, that you're sharing that space. Through your church membership and being a family of faith too, you have openly shared the space of the church with people who need it. And I want to say thank you for that. There's groups that meet weekly who need a safe space to come and meet, and you have provided that space for them. And how meaningful, what a wonderful way to share God's love by saying, you know what, we have the space and it is important for you to gather, so please come use this space. And so thank you for allowing that to happen in our church building.
Well, we are. I'm reminded of the passage that you read, Joni, taking up your cross and following Jesus. And I think it's a reminder that when we look at the ways that we serve one another, so often it is about setting aside something within us, our cross, taking that up. Not, we so often think it's taking something else for someone else. And yet the verse says, take up your cross and follow Christ. And so we're grateful for the ways that you all set aside your needs and your wants and your desires and the things that are on your heart and mind for the good of someone else. And I say that, I don't say it flippantly because it really is so valuable and important. And I know sometimes there's some of you who do it too much, right? You set aside yourself so much that you don't ever take care of yourself. Don't hear us saying that that's a good thing, because self-care is absolutely important. But during Laity Week, I think it is important. And we want to acknowledge that so many of you set aside things that are on your priority list when someone else is in need of food or a conversation or a phone call or shelter or it could be anything, a death in their family. And you set aside yourself, you take up your cross, knowing, right, that I could attend to this, but I'm going to take it up and I'm going to give someone else this time, recognizing that my cross is often my own wants and desires. And so I just want to say thank you for that. We don't take it lightly, and we're so appreciative of the ways that you do that, not only for other people in the community, but sometimes you all do that for us, for our family, and we're incredibly grateful.
We love you all, and we are thankful for you, and happy Laity Week.